Alright, back playing Factorio. Let's press button, do another day. I think today we are scrapping together the world, right? Yeah, something like this. Alright, so we're gonna need, I guess 6. 6 is all we can really hope for right here, right? Move this belt, move that belt, right over there, right over there. Stick 6 right here. Hope syngas situation recovers. Yeah, let's take a look at that. We have another problem, right? Ugh. And we haven't recovered. Ugh. No. So we have to solve this first, right? Syngas deficit. So syngas comes from two places. One, it is made from coal gas and then into a gasifier with some oxygen, and it becomes syngas, and we are very happy about that. The other way is we manufacture a substance known as dirty syngas, and then we clean it to make syngas. Ah, we are not making any. Oh, coal gas is... Why? What is problem? Why is no go? We are completely full up on iron oxide. That is because I have a dump right here, and I think someone just dumped. And the dump takes priority, which is very poor planning on my part. Which is to say, it is entirely typical for what I do. Alright, so we do this. It comes down like this. Shove this in, and input priority from the complete other side. We must let the machines go. Alright, so this will clear out very soon. And then that leaves us with this one. Again, we have to do this. This is... I mean, it is a very poor design. Now, input priority from this side. Only that was obviously not what I wanted. That's what I want. I will say this. It took a very long time for this to go bad. What are you doing, buddy? You're picking up lead ore. Super happy to see that. And we have a sootosaur trying to get rid of his soot. That's another way that we're going to make syngas. Alright, so here we go. This is now moving again. Here, we will help. We will help clear this buffer. Then... Oh, really? We're having inventory problems, huh? We'll dump it right here. We're having severe inventory problems. Alright, we'll see if this works. Because this should... Well, I guess the problem is this has to... No, this takes priority. And that takes priority. So those should never be backed up. So, yes, it looks like we're starting again. Coal gas is moving again. We should see a spike in syngas. Right here, please. Right there, please. Yes, we now have a spike in syngas. Really, it tripled. Huh. I guess I underestimated exactly how much syngas comes from this setup here, which has been running for... feels like years at this point. And you're just having, like, hand issues, right? So I can make that a little better. We can purge a little faster. And this isn't any overwhelming advantage right here. But the problem is I'm venting this stuff and it's valuable. So anyway, that's a problem for the factory that is yet to come. The factory that is yet to come should be a magical place without waste. We will do things properly at every step. And the factory is yet to come. It'll be a thing of beauty. spoken of in awe by poets. I came over here for a reason. Hot air is apparently a problem now. Glad I looked at that. Alright, so if hot air is a problem, that is typically a power issue. Look, we're having a power issue. We do not have enough wood coming in. So we have finally drawn enough wood on from the world that we have an issue. This is all going into CO2. This is... Am I so dumb as I didn't overflow out of here? I am in fact so dumb. And that will cause problems eventually. So... there. No wait, not overflow, underflow. God. Why am I so bad at this game? We'll do it at the same place. Okay. We're getting off to a rough start on this one. Not gonna lie. Alright, so that's gonna now vent over there, and you're still trying to vent. So it's a full line coming out. Full line plus. It's all completely flowing, so there's no need to worry at all about that. Anyway, over here. So the wood line, just in general, is not enough. Okay, so it is time to deflect to problem number 2 of the day. Actually, let's just leave that. Let's continue doing what we were doing before. I wonder if we're making soot faster than we're purging it. It's a lot of dirty syngas. Syngas pressure is restored. This is, again, I'm constantly getting overflow and underflow confused. This should underflow out, right? And then, yeah. Okay. Maybe one day I will not be so dumb. It has to underflow out. This is actually really concerning how much soot is being made here. This is just pumping out the syngas as fast as this can go. Okay, I'm just declaring that good now. Syngas pressure is rising. There is no further need for alarm. Return to your next screaming panic, citizen. Alright, so this line. A lot of wood is coming this way, and this leads to science, right? Yeah. I think. Oh, wow. Spaghetti is real, my friends. Was this a shortage of wood because we hit rock bottom on carbon dioxide for a while there? I could believe that. Is this a shortage of wood because I took some botanical gardens offline? I believe that as well. What I definitely believe is that this is antediluvian spaghetti. So here we're almost at a full line, but not a full line. And it is just vanishing. Okay, good. Super happy to see all of this. Oh, it's the old zinc chloride maker. Back when this was an issue. Alright, so we're almost at a full line right here. And we make wood primarily from right here. So this is the primary wood makers, and this guy is offline because of balancing issues. Super happy to see that. Then we will of course balance you. There you go. Oh, get rid of some of these logs. Yeah. Take all those, please. Alright, so that will help produce just a little more. this has to do the exact same thing. Alright, right there. And then we have to balance it again. Alright, so good, and none of these guys are having any trouble venting. They're all going. You're going. Everyone's going, right? In fact, here, just take... No, I sometimes need logs. Take half the logs, though. They're full up on ingredients. You're doing... Oh, you're not doing the good recipe. You should get off the ash recipe, right? And use the carbon dioxide recipe, right? This takes 40 seconds, and like, the one I really want to do... Oh, you're doing the supreme recipe right here. Everything. This takes 15 seconds. So... yeah, we kind of want to up wood production, but we are also at a full belt, which means we are now at caravanning things around. But I don't know if we're actually going to do that right now, you know? So we have definite room for all of this to be improved. Let's keep looking. No, let's not keep looking. Let's increase production. Let's just assume everything is wrong. You need to be on another recipe. This, the supreme one, why not? We have all of these things, right? So let's see if we can make this work. The water line needs to skip over this entirely now. Thank you. CO2 line needs to come with me. The muddy sludge line also needs to come with me. Muddy sludge, super easy. This less easy. Alright, there it goes. That should enormously increase wood production, right? Should I balance this? No, this is the balance right there. Like, enormously increase. We're having trouble venting so much wood. Alright. We got a solution for that, right? Okay. Oh, you need... Here, take your thing back. You actually need faster arms bringing stuff in. Alright, here to help. Keep moving, my friend. So it's a 15-second recipe, but it's got supreme trees in it, or level 2 trees, so it's a 7.5-second recipe, so the bottleneck really is right here, right? No, it seems to be keeping up. It's producing wood, that's for sure. I guess we do one more, right? It's an enormous consumer of both CO2 and muddy sludge. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just leave that alone. But it certainly does the job. Alright, so now let's trace this all the way forward. And the problem is most definitely that the belt is just not transporting enough. And we have to do something about that at some point. There, vent properly, please. Yeah, good. Are you venting properly? Yeah, it's definitely venting properly. It's going to vent out now. Good. Alright, so we have a solid, bright brown wood line. And we have to go and see where it starts being taken away. This is funny that wood comes up, wood comes down. Wood comes up, wood comes down. Some is taken over here. So we can do something about that. Like, we can remove little bits of stupid. So it's used for fuel on the way here. It's wonderful. Passing more iron oxide. So it is a thick and cheery line. There, there. And it comes around here, and here's where it starts. We start going off the rails, right? So where's this going? Where's this branch go? I'm pretty sure this ends up in science, right? Yeah, here we are. And all this stuff just goes into making science kits right here, planner boxes. It's eaten at 2 per. We're just drinking it down, like we're not even backing up here. So, this is one great consumer of wood right here. And we have another great consumer of wood. Why am I even investigating this? We are going to scrap this together, my friends. We're gonna do something that we're gonna say works, but is really an offense to nature itself. So we're gonna come right here. Where do we have production that's no longer going? You're backed up here, and you guys can be turned up to more wood. So some of it's actually hitching. Oh, that's because of that. Right here, I suppose. Just clear the belt, and that's our goal. That should ensure that everything behind it has work, right? And if necessary, I will come and increase the... Well, no, we're going to do a better recipe here. I don't know which one, though. Takes 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. This is the good one, right? But if I just add ash after that, it's even better. So I guess we just do this. And we try to... And we hope that we have enough production of CO2 and of muddy sludge to keep this all going. These are very voracious consumers of both. Okay. Ready to go? Alright, for the moment we're holding, but we'll see. Alright, so... we're gonna have to up our game right here. Oh, you out of power? That's unfortunate. So how to address this issue? As I guess we kind of don't, right? We balance it or something? Unclear what the best solution is. Why aren't you moving? You're out of water? How did I clip that? I could have sworn I did this correctly. Oh, I didn't pick that up. Alright, there. Now everyone goes. Alright, I am not convinced of all this. I think we are probably still having belt issues right here. Maybe they can be resolved, maybe they're irresolvable. But anyway, it is time to solve this problem with a caravan, right? We have this giant twisty wood belt in this factory going everywhere, and it's very unclear where it should be. Why isn't the soot dinosaur here to pick up soot? Here, let's deflect onto that for a second. Send gas full up again, so we actually did solve that problem. Let's deflect and go look at the sootosaur, because we might have to increase soot processing, which would be unfortunate, I suppose, the best way to put it. Oh, sootosaur is already gone. And are we making progress here? Not really. So we are gold. We are consuming soot essentially at the exact rate that we are producing soot. Just stick a little pin on that in the back of our heads. Try to remember it exists. Let's build an artificial belt up here. Alright, that's all good. That's all good. So, right here. This is where we are not putting enough wood in. Nowhere near enough wood in. And then, same problem over here, right? Now it's gotten a little better. Not good, mind you, but a little better. Alright, so I declare this no longer exists. And then you are all going that way. Be blessed. And then this line right here will come to exactly this point. And then we will perform a negotiation with a dinosaur-mediated negotiation right here. Alright, dinosaur, your job. Go get food. Right there, store food. Go get wood. Right there. Fill cargo. Come here. Empty cargo. And now you cycle. Go do it. This be moved? Can be moved. Thank you. Alright, so, like so, like so. And then, bop, bop. Oh, I suppose it has to come over here too to feed these boilers. So, maybe we're doing this backwards. I accept I'm doing it backwards. So it comes this way. And this doesn't exist anymore. There. That's how we do it. And this is how wood gets into the system on this side. And the old wood line was completely removed? No. Just means that I'm no longer having any power for more molten salt over here, but I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. Okay, pull this out just for tidiness. And now we may proceed onto our main project for today, right? We need to drastically increase borax production. We need to drastically increase chromium ore production. And I forget what... Here, let's do a... Let's spy. Spy at a distance. Where is my chromium? It's right here. Fluid mining drill Mach 2. That's what it does. Ha! Take that. I just go look. So we're going to want 8 of those. So 6 crystal mines, 8 fluid mining drill Mach 2s. It's a good plan. Oh, I've got so much junk in the inventory. Okay. Chin up, maximum effort. We can do this. We can do this. It will be okay in the 9 biofactories. I have to remember to never make a biofactory for the rest of my life. Crystal mine. You need a lot of air core inductors, if I remember. So let's go pick up some blocks. Right over here. In fact, let's go comfort ourselves. We wake up from every morning, we have ourselves our good morning cry, and now we take a look at something that's worthwhile, right? Let's take a look at red circuits. Oh, we're almost up to 600 in the box? Nice. This is very slow. What is the cause of this? Tin is the cause of this, right? Here, let's analyze. Yeah, let's review. Restate our assumptions. That this is not going because of this right here. This is not going because of MOSFETs. MOSFETs aren't going because of lightly doped p-silicon? Really? Really? That's the problem? That's why we're having issues? And that's up here, and this is bottlenecked on just silicon wafers, right? Because we're not bottlenecked on sand anymore. So if I want this to move faster, I need more silicon wafers. Yeah, right here. And nothing's being reserved for export, so this isn't a tin issue at the moment. It will be, though, once it starts kicking forward. So, like, this entire structure right here is the bottleneck. If I want to go faster, I'll have to make this work. Also, it needs to back up in a couple areas, I guess. Yeah, maybe just all the buffers need to be filled. I don't have any answers for anybody. Where are you going? Oh, biomassosaur to make carbon dioxide, probably. I wish you luck. Alright, anyway. Crystal mine. Yeah. No, wait, don't. Don't do that. I'll get belt for you. I'll get belt for you. 6 of you. And now we're gonna need rock. Yeah, we're gonna need rock. We don't need motors. Go get rock. And we need 8 of these. And I don't remember what fluid is used to mine chromium. Kinda wish I had that information in front of me right now. This is, of course, because this is an issue. The fact that he's back is a real issue. And like all this chromium is getting used, and I need it for long-handled inserters. It's like many problem we have. Yes, many problem. But the factory's working, I guess. And after I do these 2 things, we might be clear to make forward progress again. Maybe next episode will be advanced small parts. Alright, so we need aluminum. Oh, I got a lot of that. That's nice. Steel, need a bunch of steel. Circuit boards, that I got. So I guess we just need raw iron and raw copper. And we'll probably need some more air core inductors. Really should have done this a while ago, right? This whole box thing right here. And give me a bunch of that. There's only 6. What do we suppose we need now? I don't want to just guess. No. Now that. Small parts? Yeah, I bet you it's small parts. which was small parts all along, actually. Yeah, there we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We can put some stuff back. Maybe we'll be able to pick up our box. All right. Okay. Something is happening. Is it a good thing? Don't know. Is it a bad thing? I don't know. But something is certainly happening. Now we will increase borax production. We will increase chromium ore production. Maybe have to go up and also increase chromium production directly. Oh, I have to completely rebuild tin, don't I? Oh, that's a pain. Yeah, so much to do. All right, here's chromium, and the gas is syngas. Glad I addressed that issue, eh? This is a problem because we're not venting rust anymore. Why would this ever jam? Oh, because no chlorine. Suppose this is a chlorine destruction unit, I guess? And if it's not working, then that's not actually terrible. Anyway, we want to just do this over again, right? And that means... both these lines need to be somewhere else. Like all three of these lines over here. That doesn't even really fit, see? How to do this? These things are enormous. And I can't power it if I do that, though I can put power on the, like this, right? Man, it doesn't reach. Okay. This may or may not be a good idea. Crystal Mine, where are you? No, Crystal Mine, where are you? Let's do this, right? And then... No, it has to be right there. Oh, that didn't gain us anything at all, did it? Oh, heck. I guess I have to just mine borax over on the other side of the factory. You know? And now power. I am dubious of this. Okay. Okay. Of course, I'm getting borax in my inventory. It is inevitable. So this is starting to back up. That's good. Is this a solution to my problems, or am I creating more problems for myself? Seems like there's a whole lot more going this way, and I don't really have room on this patch for more. So we declare it good, right? And we walk away. And we will pretend everything is fine. Now, chromium. Speaking of let's pretend. Thank you. You did a great job. Okay. And come over, come over. Making a web, not a system of veins. Was everyone plugged in, or was that actually vital? That thing I ripped out. Apparently it was. It was actually important. Okay, so this is a lot of chromium being produced now, right? We should be able to see this on a graph, perhaps. Chromium ore. Yep, syngas problems, and now we were at 133, and now we're about triple that, right? Okay, that's here. Let's also do borax. Raw borax right there. How are we doing? We were doing like 500 a minute. Now we're doing 30% more. Well, no. It's a bit more than that. Still. Alright, so. Why are we backing up here? Oh, it's because it's jostling with the two rows. Do we believe? Alright. What do I need to go check on right now? This is going to take a while to percolate through. Let's go check on the wood delivery. Oh, looks like this has backed up entirely. That's because of an increased share of... No, it's because you're stopped, because you're out of bricks now. Alright, so we're at one of those cycles, you know? Here, take this ash. So we're at a low ebb there. Science is not stopping, but trickling out. Here, this is for you. I just have to be constantly shedding material. How's the landfill doing? Creosote is low. That probably means something, but I don't know what to say. One day this will fill up, and I will have no more use for stone, and I'll have to vent it. Make it stop having. Hot air is now pressurized. This is now going. We're certainly collecting enough wood. Very happy to see that. Alright, so we fixed / caused another problem. Good. Now, how's CO2 doing? Okay at the moment. You guys are okay at the moment. And that's going to go and fill up. Alright, next. Let's go see if the raw borax has arrived. I think probably the answer is no there. Because we have not given enough time and the belt is very slow. We'll go look. Up here. Not salt. So is that more or less? Let's go take a look. Borax, as in just borax. Okay, so there's a big tick up in the last 5 minutes. But that's me getting syngas online. And this is, I guess, me adding more capacity. So, is it here? Is it still building? I don't know. This appears to be more chromium ore, though. Let's go pop up and take a look at that. So chromium ore comes here. Here, we'll be able to see, right? Chromium. No discernible boost in production yet. And we aren't touching this. Oh, this has never been used? No, it's been used. It's been used. Never mind. We still have plenty of production capacity. Oh, terrible. Here, chromium. No. No. Alright, so yes, here we go. And that's a ways off. So there's nothing more I can do for this. Assuming more is arriving. But I'm not seeing any increases in the number of ingots being made. I mean, this looks like more. This is going to impact gasoline very soon here, right? Yep, gasoline is out. So could you please just take care of that? We are absolutely not doing this correctly, right? Yeah, just check back later, right? And if I have to add still more, I can add still more. I can make an entire belt of chromium ore. Like, why would I play around? And if I need more borax, it has to come from the other side of the factory, right here. Alright. Alright, what to do now? We need more tin. Tin was a giant bottleneck. It may not be quite so giant anymore. Oh, this is looking like a lot more coming in. I mean, a lot more. So no, the wave hasn't reached here yet. That's good to see. Alright, let's go pop over and take a look at iron. As iron is one of our big problems, right? That's what caused this entire panic on this cycle anyway. So iron, chunking along. Everything's great here. This is a bottleneck, this is a bottleneck, all backed up with processed material. This is completely backed up, this is completely backed up. You're making the good stuff. This is, yeah, this is where the borax is flowing in at a insufficient rate. This eats 3 borax every 4 seconds, so it's in fact 12 borax every 4 seconds, so 3 borax a second. That's enough. That's half a belt, you know? And we don't quite have half a belt right here, so that shall be an issue. Yes? Alright, so we're going to have to break from this and rebuild tin now. Greatly increase tin production. So do we have a borax spike? No, not an additional one. Just from here to here, from there to there, then here to here. So it either hasn't hit, it sure looks like it's just hitting right now. This is a lot more. But it doesn't look like we have all that more chromium ore coming in. So maybe I go and I make, 8 more fluid miners. Like, we're hardly penetrating over there at all. Huh. Who cares? Let them have it. Yeah, so I guess the bottleneck is still ore. And that can't stand. So 8 more fluid miners. Let's go do it. Right now we only have room for 1, and that's almost certainly not enough small parts. And there's almost certainly not enough small parts waiting for me over there. So let's go to small part maker south. I hope it has enough. It would be wonderful if I was able to put together absolutely everything down there. How is a sword doing? It's not here. Soot is being processed and is in fact almost on. Is that you? Yeah, it's Sootosaur. He's back. So we are very, very, very close to steady state on that. And that's not really what you want to see. So good. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad that's working that way. Glad everything's okay. No problems whatsoever. Think happy thoughts. Close eyes and do the Factorio. Alright, so I need one more. And what do you suppose is holding me back? Engine? No. Aluminum? Shouldn't be. Just straight iron. No, I need more small parts. Ah, okay. So I guess I make them by hand, right? It's going to be the same amount of time no matter what I do. Here, I have some bolts. I'm going to need them. And then I have some iron right here. My old Nexus. Yeah, ugly. But faster, maybe? I don't know. This is a lot more ore. No, this is a lot more ore. I guess it really just hadn't reached. It was my own fault. Forget Nancy. Alright, it's fine. Let's crush this problem. Put this problem in the ground for now and forevermore. That if there is a problem in Chromium Town, it will not be from lack of ore. So, right there. Really? That was the only thing holding you guys together. Not careful, I might think less of you. Nope. Classic ore snake belt. My dude. My dude. Dinosaurs can be so embarrassing at times. Okay, right there, right there. Alright, and we have our last one. We will even put in a balancer right here, as we recognize the deficiencies of one-sidedness. And we are absolutely hammering our syngas situation, our syngas production. But it is in good cause. So we did not see a chromium spike because the wave had yet to arrive. We may have just seen the borax spike arrive. Like, look at this. It's a full belt almost. So we were just lying to ourselves, as one does. And we will go check and see how things are going. Alright. Over here. That's working perfectly fine. No problems here. This is all... How are we doing on etching solution? He's got a delivery. So there's no problems there. And we're again stuck at a vanadium delivery, and lead acetate is flowing, so I guess I don't complain about that. But up here is what our current... Alright, yes, so we should see a borax spike now. Get out of here, raw borax. Yeah. And a little dip while I'm working, and then right here. And then it's up. I mean, not a huge amount, but it is up. Alright, so we can go take a look at chromium now. bad part is it's not up substantially more. It's just up more. Alright, so this is definitely more hitting here. Exposing a bottleneck right here. Yes. You are a hydrocyclone. Do I have one? I have a hydroclassifier. It's a neat building though. Hydropsych. I can just make one? Absolutely. Oh, I need to make the small parts too. Well, I'll find a way to survive, right? We're not seeing a spike in chromium production via Kuas. This is a bottleneck. So grab all you, all y'all, go right there. Okay, perfect. Come on, you can do it. See, it's not quite backed up yet, it's just going to be. Our bottleneck is still primarily not enough ore. And what do? 2 ore into a lot of stuff. So this is probably going to start backing up now. This guy's going full tilt, so can I get another ball mill? Again, it's going to have to make a bunch of small parts, which is absolutely shameful. I think this is one of the few recipes that expands as it processes. It's like it's 2 chromite grade 3 into 4 chromite grade 4. Usually it does the opposite. Okay. Good. So are you picking up things correctly? Yes. Wonderful. Good. You're processing the rejects, and now you are backing up. You are entirely backed up, Mr. Solid Sep. And we can no longer even pretend. Alright, let's go scrape up whatever small parts are allocated to us. Let's go grab some more steel. Let's hope the factory keeps going, yeah? All praise to the factory. All praise. So down here. You can take whatever small parts are kicking up. This is good. This is a real good sign right here. And now I need steel to make a solid sut. Yeah. And then here I have bolt in my inventory I can get rid of. Take that. Alright, so really good sign here. That means the borax is hit. And we are getting full belts of iron again. So that bottleneck should be really and truly addressed. Now we still have a gasoline problem because it's a tin chromite problem, which is being addressed as we speak. Right now, we are addressing this issue. Solid Sep, please. You don't be right there. I suppose you don't have to do that, right? Alright, so we decide on 1, 2, 3, and then, a lot. Yeah, that will overwhelm this if it all starts going. But that is a problem we'll deal with shortly. Okay. Now doubling this. I'm still bottlenecked? Oh, it's probably because this was bottlenecked. Alright, so. Do I need to directly move move some of this sand over. Because again, this expands hugely. Can we vent? Are we fully venting? Good. Drinks carbon dioxide. It's a little weird. Oh, I've got limestone in my inventory. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Alright, so this is now backing up here. We can use another casting unit. Just copy, paste. Capacity suddenly just happens. And I think this is going to be as much I can do for this belt, you know? Look, we're having trouble venting. No, we're venting just fine. But this should now be a noticeable spike in chromium production, which is, you know, kind of required. So we'll let that tick for a little bit. Like, this has been entirely no chromium whatsoever, and this hasn't run out. Who knows what's happening over to the west here, to the east. Alright, so, are we all going? We still don't really have enough. It's still casting units, which are the problem. So we're producing 4 a second now, when before it was less than that. So let's take a look. Chromium, right there. Right there. Yeah, that's what I want to see. So traditionally, cranky along. This is probably when the belt was saturated with ore. And then that ran out because of the syngas crisis, and then climbed back to like 100. But right now we're at 250 or so. So yeah, that tracks. So we're doing much better on this side of the ledger. This means both of these are now going making tin chromium, and hopefully that is enough to keep gasoline production going. Because gasoline production is a little important. There are reasons to believe that the factory substantially depends on gasoline production. Alright, so now we have to shift over to our other project. Our other project. Alright, let's look in here. Thank you, autosave. We are producing hard across the board. Everything's going. That's just dumping molten iron into the system. We are backed up all the way to the casting machines. Fabulous. Absolutely wonderful. Are we having trouble venting? If so, I'll figure that out. No, venting just fine. How about you? No, you are having trouble venting. So, filter. We will take and we'll put another filter right here. Don't worry, guys. I see you. Then with just a little more processing power, you'll probably be able to have both of these go. But we will get at maximum processing power. Flue gas is apparently useful for a few things, but like flue gas, how can I be recycling this? Like, that's not terrible. That is pretty terrible. It makes bad steam too, right? Make ash out of it. Just get rid of it. Wonder why this escaped hard mode's edict that you must use filtration media. So is this just not working right? Working hard enough? Completely drained out. That one completely drained out. So it's actually just hitches a little bit. Alright, I can live with it. Alright, so all of this is good. Iron problem solved. Copper problem. How you doing? Oh. Jammed? It looks like this is jammed. Why aren't you going? No water? Are you kidding me? And for this I need iron plate. Do I need small parts? No, it's just iron plate. Jack. I would say something ridiculous like, I can't believe it. How is this happening? This is so unprecedented, but you know, none of that is actually true. Where's our water pipe come in? No, it's right here. And this is just 100 water a second, huh? And I suppose it's best just to stick these right here for right now. If there's ever a problem, ooh, they can be anywhere, so don't stress too hard about where they are at any time. Bam, 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 bam. There you go. Feeling a little better? Really weird. Oh, tailings is full up, huh? Oh wait, that's probably expected, kinda. Because it only overflows because we collect it for tailings dust. That's still hovering in the bad zone right there. Glad I caught that before that became another problem. And it kind of was a problem because everything's backed up, but we'll see how long it takes to clear out. Maybe I need more of these. This eats 1 low-grade copper dust every half second, so 1.5 seconds. So looks like we're producing more. Looks like we are out of balance here. I don't want to look at this. It's fine, right? It's going. It's not ask questions. Alright. So copper may be solved. I don't know. I will look back in on it in a bit. Iron solved. Chromium we will look at again. Steel is just raining down. That's good to see. I feel like it's definitely a sign of a healthy factory. Chromium not backing up, but full up here, which has to mean something. Making tons and tons of chromium. Ah, we are now backed up here. Alright, good. And this is a bottleneck. That's a bottleneck, and all this is a bottleneck. It's just made of bottlenecks, but we've drastically increased production. Let's just pretend everything's okay. Let's go look at tin. We'll get through tin today, and then next episode, this nice rain of copper. This has to be a sign of something going right. Next episode, we will actually try to make forward progress. Right here. So, tin is a problem. It really is a problem. How are we doing power? Ugh. So, it's like everything needs to be rebuilt, right? Like this part is okay, because I need to like triple this. So I can like do this, and I could probably make it work over here. I'll rewrite that. So this one is fine. Can't believe I was venting. Well, tin ore, I guess. This guy right here. To triple, I need to make in 2 rows, and then that's fine. And then to do this, to triple again is 2 rows, and I can make it work over here. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. So what has to happen to make this actually work is we have to shut it off. Yeah. Shut it off. We have to work our way through all of this ore. And then we have to make a shopping list. And then we have to come back and buy all this stuff. So, shopping list. We need automated screener times 8. Automated screener times 8. We have to make sure we have fuel for our bots. We should go refuel. We are going to need jaw crusher times 5. We're going to need automated screener times 5, so that's 13 automated screeners. We're just going to assume we're going to double this, so secondary crusher times 2. These guys are backed up already, so this is going to need another double layer. So this is going to be washer times 5. These guys look like they can stay as a single layer, so ball mill times 3, arc furnace times 1, arc furnace, then casting machine. And so this one, that will give capacity for tripling, I think. Alright, now we just need it to bleed out everything to work its way through the system, and then we have to pick up everything, starting with right here all the way south, and we have to rebuild all of it. I wish I had more grenades. I should have picked up more grenades. The answer is always, always, always more grenades. Alright, now that we have ruined everything, let's go and see if we can rebuild something on the ashes. So, nothing I said was all that unusual, right? It's just a lot of bulk. So, box all this stuff. Oh, we're gonna need a law belt. We have to go get belt and hands and all the normal stuff like that. We don't need any caravans. Alright, that should be good. So glad to see this filling up again. We're going to need a whole bunch of air core inductors. It's really copper mechanical parts, isn't it? I should think of it like that. It's nice to have these circuits here. Pity I haven't used them for anything yet. So, let us begin. Automated screener. We need, for you, a lot of steel. 60 times, so that's 800 steel, 900 steel, a whole bunch of circuit boards. Yeah. Let's do just 10 blocks of steel, because we're not done yet. And we do that here as well. And a couple of you. Alright, so, screener. That's 8. What do we run out for stone? Yes, we run out of stone first. So now we gotta run all the way back. We should have done something about this a long time ago. But we have not. And so we suffer. That'll shut off tin chromium. The factory is dying right now. It's dying. Can't even see it yet. Alright, so 10, 1, 2, 3. There. How are we on stone? Good. Here, in fact, take that. Alright, so next on our list, jaw crusher times 5. Jaw crush. Go get more iron plates, it says. Very well. Jaw crush. Okay, got that out of the way. Now secondary crusher. Times 2, please. Alright, that's fine. Now washer. Times 5. Oh, we're out of small parts. Alright, go fix that. We are making tremendous forward progress right now. I am intensely thrilled to be alive, participating in this fine factory right here. Alright, washer. times 5, please. Okay, good. Ball mill times 3. 1, 2, 3. You doing anything weird? You're making pipe, but we're out of pipe. Arc fern. And then on top of that, we need a casting machine, which we need steel for. Right, casting. Done. Alright, so we should have everything we need to succeed. So, let us go no, we don't have everything we need. We need to get miscellaneous parts. We need to go get hands and belts and all those things. In fact, we need to make a whole lot of these. Yeah, it's fine. This needs to be pulled apart at some point. That's alright. So, tech is going. Perfect. I'm way behind on tech. Yeah, it's a normal attack. What I want is to void this. All those go away. We visit Seaweed Island. We dunk the oh, there's going to be a lot more of these coming, right? Because I'm going to be redoing the power setup of this entire system. It's unfortunate. You take that. Take that. I want to keep these on me, though. Alright, we need belts and hands. So, over here. That might be a bit much, but whatever. There. That will almost certainly be enough. And if it is not, I shall surely pay the penalty. Alright. So... We are in decent position. I'm not sure exactly... Oh, I gotta refill all my gas tanks. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this for moving everything. Like, I should keep the blueprint as reference, I guess, but so much is going to be expanding that it's not really useful to copy and paste. Like, the ideal thing to do would be to copy and paste it at every step, like every layer, and then expand them one by one, but that's a lot of bot work, and I don't want to do it. So, that's not happening. So I guess I'm just going to completely rebuild this. Take a snapshot of it with the blueprints, and then hope for the best, right? When has that ever not been just the way I go? We're going to do these things, and we're going to hope for the best. Because honestly, why would you hope for the worst? Why would you want that? So right here we've got, you take that. Ooh, this is a tricky one, isn't it? And that should be half, right? If I was counting correct. If I wasn't, the bots will inform me that I have erred. Alright, so let's go back and just look at what we have done. Nope, still wrong here. Interesting that the salt's backed up. Indicates that saline isn't needed and niobium alloy isn't needed anymore. Sand castings being low is probably an issue, right? So what's our problem here? There is no problem here. We are going as fast as possible. We don't have enough creosote to do another one. So this is probably a pretty major issue, isn't it? And that's going to have to be addressed. Is this ticking downwards? Yeah. Okay. Alright. And creosote is in competition for treated wood. It kind of looks like it's exactly at steady state, which is a very suspicious place to be. Creosote. Look to the future. And it's just made out of this mess. It never gets any better. So I guess this is the... Oh no, now you need middle oil for that, which is just more. The tar processing area sequence is too optimized. And by that I mean it is... there's only one path to do anything. It is the best path. You must take this path. And it is very, very finely tuned for a challenge at one part of the game, but I'm beyond that part of the game, and I'd like this to go away, please. I'd like to do something else, yet this challenge never evolves into anything different. So, that, I think, is a pretty solid criticism of that part, at least. Alright, let's make a mess. We are going to be pulling this apart. This is just our reference material, right? Actually, like none of this is just pull it all down. Just pull it all down, no thinking. No thinking, thinking bad. Just stick that there. Just mark it all for demolition. Not this. It starts right here. No, not even right there. Starts right there. This line. And all points south. Alright, let's go, bots. Let's clean it up. How is my inventory full? Really? For serious? Well, I didn't think this through at all, did I? Here, take all this materials. We'll be back for it, don't worry. Immediately inventory full. I suppose I should have considered that I'd be pulling things apart, right? That doesn't work anymore, and this isn't here anymore. Whatever. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Wherever my mouse happens to fall, pick it up. No, this is, fortunately, learning that we are an unreliable partner. It's bad for our reputation, but a little more we can do. Alright, good. Don't stop making glass for anyone. Glad we finally put the pure sand problem in the dirt. We are slowly walking into one problem after another. Like this doesn't exist anymore, and that doesn't exist anymore. I'm not thrilled at all with having to rebuild all this. I'll find a way to survive, and we're going to triple this right here, so bam and bam. And hopefully we can maintain that all the way to the output. And then the increased tin with the increased copper will finally take us to Nirvana. Okay. That was actually a little less painful than I thought it was going to be. So this is all the outputs come here, which I'm not super duper thrilled with, but we'll be okay, right? So if I do this and do this properly, it overlaps. But if I invoke every man for themselves, it fits. So, oh, well, maybe we'll see what we can do, right? Bots go. Alright, so that works. Yes, every man for themselves. We are doing this however we can. No one should have any expectations that this should be clean or aesthetic, or even work on the first try, honestly. So you just bring it in, you crush it. Been here before. Now obviously we have gravel out. So now this is jaw crushers, right? Jaw crushers. We need 2 lines of you guys. 1, 2, 3. And obviously this is coming out like so. We are doing tin. You're crushing tin grade 2 into tin grade 1. And you create stone? Whiteless stone. Right there. And I wonder why that has an underground belt where it does. A little ominous, if you ask me. Alright, so does this work? Question mark. Well, we have no tin grade 1 out. So, what we need then is to pull you guys apart. Nope, excuse me. That. And then that's stone out. You do stone. You do stone. And you do tin grade 1. Tin grade 1 comes out. And we'll make this work. So it's like this, straight through here. Then you come down like this. You will join in right here. I'm going to need more you. Well, I can't because I put everything down. Over here, right? Good. Make me those things. Okay, so should honestly go down one more. Like, just for aesthetic reasons, you know? This is tin grade 1, right? So let's assign that. Oh, we have some right here. An example. So tin grade 1 goes there, tin grade 1 goes there. We need faster hands, we'll use faster hands. And they come down here, and this is tin grade 1. It joins in. I think it needs preference from the second side, right? Because or else this stands the chance of jamming. And how much material in do we need? Just one inserter, one inserter, one inserter, one inserter. Grab all use. You all just go right here, except why did I have an underground belt? I could reference the diagram I took. Or I could just wonder aloud and do nothing. Alright, so we have stone out, and that was like the last outline that doesn't... Oh, I made a wall here. That probably didn't need to happen. Right, good, you go there. Good, you go there. I should hook all this up with power. The grand turn-on moment is going to be when I start the ore flowing through the system again. That will be the grand let there be light moment. Good. So now we have taken care of tin grade 2. So let's take a look. Tin ore then goes to tin grade 1, tin grade 1, tin grade 2, tin grade 1, more tin grade 1, tin grade 1, into tin grade 3. That is with another screener, right? It's another double. So I think this is the 6 screeners, right? This is another 8. I think it's another 8. All right, so screener. Where did... Oh, I can just do this. Oh, this is so good. God, I love this game. Yeah, this is another double one. And this is the last of our screeners, so yes. Use 8 screeners here. So tin grade 1 comes down, and your job is now tin grade 3. And you produce 2 things. So we're going to just do this real simple, right? It's going to be in like this. We're going to be up by 1, up by 2, in fact. Both of these things need to be processed, so you both head south. So it's just the standard combo. Like this. Copy, paste, put you in, and then you are now tin grade 3, right? Right there. And you are, did I do this right? Sudden fear. And now you are rejects. So harsh. All right, so how much in do you need? 2. So that's good. Then we're doing the exact same thing right below it, right? There. Good. Bang, bang, and you just come in. Then let's do a leap. Then we'll deal with both of these in a second here. Because this is fairly perfect, right? Tree is in the way. What is this thing right here? All right, so we have 2 things. We have the main line right here. I really should have swapped these, huh? All right, let's actually do that. Like that. So, bop, 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 bop. This puts the major product on this side, which will make a little difference here. Not a lot, just a little. Major product will go right there. Okay, and then you come down and hook this up naturally. So major product line goes right there. And so this will be the reject line on the inside, which was my goal for that. So you will have to be like so. Actually, no. Let's have this leap a little tidier. Ever so slightly. Okay, and then the rejects go into secondary crushers. If my brain is not completely worm-eaten. Alright, so this is working, right? This seems like a fairly decent idea. Okay, hooked up to power. How's power doing? Power is okay for the moment. A little worried about this right here, but I think we're now in secondary crusher land, right? Yes, secondary crusher land. And for you, right? Where'd you go? Secondary crusher for you. So this is very simple, this transformation, right? Is you take rejects and you make tin grade 1. And this has to go all the way back up. Alright, that's fine. So I actually put this at the correct height, which is miraculous. It's just one reject in, followed by maybe one thing out. Alright, so perfect. Now you go this way. Well, you'll tighten this up. So this has to go all the way up. I believe the proper word right here is dang. So I'm going to have to go on the walkway. I deal with this before. Alright, and now we're going to need to balance this. Might as well do it here. We're going to have to leap anyway. Well, there we go. There's main product. I need input priority from that side. Please. Okay, good. Alright, so now. That is correct-ish, maybe. Okay, that is perhaps correct. There are aspects of that that resemble things that have been suspected of being correct in the past. There are pretensions of correctness here, but what is most important is now we have the next stage. Let's go check our notes. So glad I took this. So now we go into washes. We need a bank of 8 washers, right? Washer. Alright, so your job is to do tin grade 4. Man, you produce a lot of tailings. I am I'm afraid, straight up afraid that I'm not going to have enough tailings processing capacity. So I guess we do it like this, right? Like this is cleanest. Yeah, like that. And now we'll just leap. It'll be fine. Keep in line. Stick to the pattern. Have some pride. So like this. There's our water. And you don't stick your head out quite yet. And here is, leave space. So this needs to be come down by 1. And obviously you do this. Then the ore comes in here. And we copy this right here. And we hook it up. Okay, so now this finishes leaping. Good, come down, and what are our... Here. Should probably do this now, huh? And we have to do the exact same thing over here, so wonderful. Splendiferous. Yeah, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. Good, right? What's our ratio look like? 1 for 3, so... And then you... Oh, you have an actual material out. Alright, we can do that. So, hook down by 1. So line goes in, line goes out. Can't explain that. We don't have any materials, which is no good. Line goes out, line goes out. Material comes in, material comes in. And there's no need to speak to you about anything else. So material comes in, out, out. I think. No, I think it's like this. Yeah. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Good. Now just double it, right? Oh, that's a little awkward, isn't it? But so be it. No, wait. No. Put that all back up. It's not awkward at all. It's glorious. Call it awkward? Okay, so that works. That is what teamwork is all about right there. Alright, so good, I think. Let's hook this stuff up now. We had the hookups over here before. You are water. Back in the before time, when things were worky. So we need to get stuff in our inventory. Oh yuck, ton of stuff in our inventory. Why does it seem like we're not moving it down quite so much? I probably also flipped what side all these inputs were on, so it's nothing revolutionary. Oh, no, tailings is filling up. Alright, so now situation is we are proceeding towards our end, correct? Day by day, breath by breath, we proceed towards our various ends. We're doing a bank of 6, huh? So let's take a look. Can you manage the ball mill, dinosaur? Tin dust. Oh, very simple conversion. Fortunately, I'm going to have to go get more material because I don't have enough long-handed inserters, and I have to get chromium for this. That's something I didn't want to touch, right? Why is glass plate stopping? Why is it? Is that gasoline? Yeah, it's gasoline. All right. And that's because of tin, and this is all artificial right now. Well, artificial might be the wrong word, but it's all very interrelated. A lot of this will leap back into life once I get tin hooked up again. A vital part of the factory I have just turned off without, asking anyone's permission or calling a proper maintenance window. That's just how I roll, So, ball mill. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just another standard transformation step. 1 in, 1 out. It doesn't even do anything interesting. So we're doing exactly what we did up there. Oh. Why is there this stuff here? I couldn't pick it up. So we're just stealing the inner part, right? And that will be exactly right, right? Why doesn't anyone believe me? And that's all there is. There's only 6 of these here. Sure, whatever. As I torture the bot by just standing there. Come on down. Alright, so We are rapidly hitting the point of success. So we have just done the ball mill. Now we need 2 arc furnaces. Very expensive little buggers. What are you doing with this? Molten tin? Yeah. Suppose you got it, right? Boop, boop. And you need tin dust in and graphite, and I suppose we do both sides then. And you go like this. Boop, 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 boop. We have a molten tin rail. And here we have some input. Here we have another input. This input comes from right here. This is tin dust in. And then we have this, the graphite and the borax. Take this from me. Take this from me. And unfortunately, our box is in the way. Can I pick you up by now? Yes, nice. I don't think there's any reason to split here. Alright, so that material is now in. And you need like 2 of these right there. Alright, graphite, borax. In you go. Oh, all these things need power too. I've been negligent on that front. And you know, many, many other fronts. Oh, we're gonna have to do one of these patterns. Okay, that's fine. Oh, right there, right there, right there, right there. And of course, we have to do that here too. We're gonna run out of power poles. We will not. So hook it together. Great. Add attention, everyone. Now these guys will just absolutely wreck the power situation. They're so long spent trying to get it working. You hear them hum. It's an annoying hum. Alright, arc furnaces directly in the casting machine. ×2. And then we're done. Alright, so you are just making tin plate. Why would anyone use the recipe without the hot air? I do not understand. So we need a hot air line right here. Oh, we actually put them down in the perfect spot. That is quite unexpected. Bam. And then hot air right here. We have to find our hot air line, which is right there. Beautiful. So while this was a lot of work, it wasn't super duper intense, you know? Mr. Sandcasting right here needs to come another way. I feel like this could have gone a lot worse. Oh, wait a second, I can't do it like this because these guys need room to vent. Like, all the liquids have to come in on the top and the right. Because I need that area for the arms. Speaking of which, I need a lot more of you. So sand casting comes in right here, obviously. So you do this. Over you go. Sand casting, right there. And this is, that's in still. That's good to see. Now you are in right there. And then hot air is kind of a problem, right? So we do this. A problem for which a solution exists. Hot air is good. This is good. That is good. That is good. And now nothing left but the celebration. Right? Should I be doing it on the other side? Let's do it like this. New pattern, boys and girls. Then you come down like so, and then you join together right here like so. New pattern, see how it goes. And then of course we have waste tin, which must be used with preference. Input priority from that side. So good. Power it up. Are we ready to go? Could it be? Could it be so? Alright, everyone's got power. I think all the ins and outs are correctly aligned. We have drastically increased production capacity. I'm pretty disappointed I had to do this, but I did it. Now it's time to see. Yeah, let's give it a little boost. Here, take that. So I wonder if it's going to eat the entire belt. I didn't do any ratios on that. Oh, my headset is going. This is terrible. I've had such problems with headsets. So it looks like we are eating the entire line up here at merely doubling. Maybe more. I was penetrating. Just watch. It's highly dependent on keeping this solid line of ore going, and that's not going to be possible. I'll have to increase tin mining production. Where does this come from? Like right here, probably? Yeah, there's plenty of room. And tin is mined with steam, right? Yeah, so we're maybe putting 10 of these online. Maybe. And we'll need more ore in beyond the capacity of this belt. Alright, well good, we're at this point. We are slowly trickling in tin grade 4. You're not needed anymore. Bye. You have done well. Alright, here we go. We have tin dust. Here, have a little more. It's coming over to the arc furnace ever so slowly. We are drinking the entire belt of tin ore, which may in fact be a problem. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. We will see if this solves our problem. So right now I'm not seeing any molten tin. Friends, why do I not see more molten tins? Because it's only 30 each. That's a big problem all on its own. So we still only have 3 ball mills going, which was the capacity before. Where's our current bottleneck? Right here? Friends. Friends, why? Because you are pointed the wrong way. All these are pointed the wrong way. Alright, because we only had half these right here. That makes sense. Half these going would in fact lead to a bottleneck. Alright, good. So that will help. We have... Oh, we have problem with chores right here. Gasoline's back, though. Happy to see that. So there's a huge amount of backfilling that needs to be done. And I'm not feeling super great about what I'm seeing right now. I guess a big problem is they all put everything on one side of the belt. Huh. So, I guess we do like that, huh? It will work out. If it ever goes. Alright, so check for bottlenecks. Ah, good. Waste ore has arrived. And it gets... Well, it's gonna really kind of suck getting another line in here for this. I'll do it, but I won't smile about it. Then right here, it seems like we're having trouble having these guys get any work. There you go. So this is working. Huh. So this does appear to be a bottleneck because it's backing up. I mean, obviously, right? That's what the sign of the bottleneck is. Oh, and the ball mills are finally going. And this headset is causing problems. I'm going to have to deal with it sooner rather than later. I don't know why I've had such technical problems lately. I've had problems with the Wi-Fi. I've had problems with all my equipment. I feel as though I may have incurred some sort of curse. So you don't really have enough to go 24/7. Why don't you have sandcasting? Wow. Oh, you don't have sandcasting either. You just have it because I gave you a bunch at the beginning. Alright, awkward. Okay, alright. So we are very close to maximum speed here, yeah? Well, the maximum speed we're gonna get. Dang. Yeah, this is a real sign to wrap up the episode, right? Mike keeps cutting in and out. I think I'm gonna stop pausing whenever. But, like, see, the problem is the headset is literally dying at this point because it's plugged in. It is plugged into a USB power, and it is complaining that the battery is out. That means the battery is not taking a charge, or the electronics are not working properly. So, ball mill. And another pair of ball mills right here. So if I just stop talking and there's dead air, that means it's because my mic has cut out again. Perhaps mid-sentence, perhaps, just because it felt like it. I'll try to address this at some point. Ball mill. But the ultimate solution is going to have to be just buy a new headset. There's nothing that can be done. And I don't know what I'm going to get. I have such problems with these things. Like, I like roaming around with headphones on, so I need a very long antenna. That means no Bluetooth. Bluetooth just in general is the devil, but it doesn't work at all for headsets for me. And the realm of very long range headphones that also have decent mics and all that, it's a very small pool every time I check, and every time I look I'm not happy with it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Do something, I suppose. Happy to see all these ball mills going. I wonder why we needed more from before. Maybe it was a hidden bottleneck I didn't appreciate. This is backing up too. Arc fern. Yep, let's try another one. Production must grow. Factory must grow. And then let's see if we can get tin going at, see look, now we're at scattered ore in. This is going to have to be addressed at the source, because we're going to be running low on, everything's going to start sputtering a little bit, so we might be at peak right now once this starts producing. So we'll see. Just pay attention. Are these arms keeping up? Yeah. How much tin dust do you need? Why did I only put 3 arms here? Or 2 arms? That math doesn't work at all. So we've probably passed peak tin right now. Unless you have tin ore. No, you don't. So the line is no longer full. It's not penetrating as deep. Alright, it is time to take a measurement. Tin plate. How are we done? So, deep in olden times, over 250 hours ago, we used to make tin plate at 17 a minute. Then, as the factory has progressed, we have hit the enlightened age, when we were producing at 160 a minute, and that served us for a very, very long time. Look at us keep capping out and just stopping. But recently, things have not been good. We went down to 0 to retool the factory, as one must at times. And now, we live in a world that is so much better. It is like 405, maybe even 500 tin plates a minute. And that's such a better place to live in. Of course, what are you making? What needs coal and tin? This has to be high power resistors, right? Oh, that's glass. Yeah, it's definitely resistors, right? I mean, yeah, it's electronics factory right there. All right, so peak at glass, because I noticed that it was suffering a little bit. But sand is no longer our problem. Good. And we have glass in the system. So, and science is presumably still going. So, alright, great work. This is a problem, but it won't be a problem forever. Let's go grab some more stone. Let's go make some fluid miners, and then let's wrap this up. While we're over here, let's review chromium. Just look at it. Chromium is obviously not a bottleneck anymore. Okay. So this was all... Well, a delivery has been made. So maybe we need another smelter here, or like right here, probably right here, but... Oh, look at this. Oh, okay, it's because it's all backed up. We are backing up on chromium. The chromium problem has been solved. We can feel good about ourselves right there. Tin is arriving. Tin is just flooding in. And our job is now to keep that going. So I guess 6 more fluid miner 2s, right? Let's go do it. That will be our last thing we fix for the day. So right here, some more U. We want fluid miner. That's over here. And we're going to need aluminum. Yeah, we need aluminum. Aluminum's what we need. We need steel. We don't need steel, but I should probably pick it up. Need more small parts. Nice to have small parts. Fluid miner. Right, circuit board's got. Engine unit. Gonna have to get a brick soon. And then probably a lot of inductors. No, we got that. Probably a lot of this. Probably a lot of this. Alright, let's go grab aluminum. And then right here is where we're going. Just adding into this area, right? Oh no. Well, what? Where are we getting this ore from? Is this being belted all the way? All the way. Oh, where was my original tin ore patch? Where is this coming from? Somewhere in here? No, there's zinc. Where did I get tin from originally? Because that came later. The mind boggles. Alright, anyway, let's go get the miners and then we'll trace this all the way back and we'll try to double it. Hopefully that will keep tin flowing forward and we will have hit the last core problem on our way to start hitting the next goals on the way to the next science pack. Alright, so there we go. Let's trace this ore line back. I honestly do not know where it goes. Like, in the dim mists of history, there was an ore patch, and it was being mined. And to this day, ore is being drawn from that area. Why? We don't know. To where? Well, yes, we know that part. But, like, how is this a thing? How is that a thing? What the heck? Oh, ho, ho. So this is our tin patch. And we are in a state of sin. Because a lot of this is going over to make phytoplankton, which is important. But a lot of that is also going up to main tin out, which is also important. Let's try not to understate that either. Both of these things are important. You don't exist. Right there. And so, how do we communicate that what's going on right now is dumb? So blending that together is good. And going like this would be natural. But also it's on the wrong side of the belt. Pulling it straight up would also be natural. Yeah, let's just do that. We have to redo this. Sorry, the situation has gotten dumb here. Condition stupid has been hit. Unfortunately, I have to redo the redoing it. No. No. Just go straight north. Like this. But what about the phytoplankton, you might say? Don't worry, haven't forgotten them. They live in my thoughts always. It's time for some belting. Normally there'd be a caravan involved here, but not right now. No. We're reverting to our old ways. Belting up, belting up, belting up. Right here. And so this entire line going back that way doesn't really need to exist anymore, because we have a totally saturated pure belt right there. So we will probably be eliminating at this point, at some point. And so you are taking over fish feeding duty. Right there. Why aren't you going? Oh, because it's not wired to do that. Alright, fine. Make it work. Alright, so now you are on fish feeding duty. I think that will probably be enough, right? Maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. So this spur need not happen anymore. This is a... Oh, okay. Those two belts had nothing to do with one another. This is a complication, and we need not tolerate it. It can get ripped up, and then we can complicate this place in another way later on. Where is this coming from? Serious question. Where are you coming from? Why would tin ore ever be coming this way like this? I don't understand. It's coming from here. Where are you coming from? What is this belt? Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, it's from flushing tailings. So this really should be a caravan. The fact that it is not is not like an issue, just kind of something you raise your eyebrow at. It's an artifact of a way that I no longer think. The way that I insist I no longer think is evidence of me having grown as a person. And I'm no longer confined where I was chasing that line. Alright, so right there, this has made its way in. I was following a line, it was going this way, came up to right here, and then I started asking questions, and this actually does need to go like this. And because you are waste, you need input priority. Right. So now we have a nice, solid belt of ore going up. Unstoppable. Smooth, continuous, beautiful. And we can... we're not ready to look yet. But... there, have some tin, have some tin, have some tin. Tin has arrived. I imagine if we look at tin plate. Right now, you find that it's fallen off a little bit. That's because of the ore shortage, right? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, I bet we had no delivery of waste tin. And it's going to take some time for this to work its way all the way through. I see we satisfied the dinos. That's good. Here, have another. Alright. It is time to review. Our problems today were not as numerous as in previous days, but our goal was to increase the amount of borax flowing, which we have done. We should really look at castings, right? Casting pressure. Now, right here is not a problem. How about over in the chromium? How about, did I actually do chromium first? That is a little weird. Alright, so we do have sand casting pressure right here, and it's going to cause us problems. I should likely do something about that. How is chromium? Right there. Look at this. Now up at 240. So we've doubled in a half, 150%. So this is no longer our bottleneck. I wonder why it's not backed up here anymore. Nichrome? Nichrome. Kind of believe nichrome. We are, if we introduce any more pull on the tin chromium line, we're going to have to build an entirely new area. Add in more smelters. So this is backed up. That's good. Smash that problem. The other problem is right here. And we are creosote bound. I guess I will pop in and look at that. And then cycle back. We fixed chromium. We fixed borax. We rebuilt tin, and it is good. Iron is now backed up. Copper was backed up. Tin will start flooding the system, hopefully. I still don't know if we have enough to match consumption, because the tin cable does produce just consumes so much. But we're going to pretend it's okay. That's what we do in these situations. Close our eyes and pretend. So this is running as hard as it can. It makes some creosote. And this is... yeah. It's no longer going into phenolic board. So where is it going now? Oh, is it going into a burner? No, friend. No, friend. No more. We don't do this anymore. Well, this vents... ooh. This vents creosote. But there should be no... like, creosote is the product now. Like, it used to be creosote and coke, right? But no, it's not, because it also makes, like, anthracene oil and such. So we're venting creosote into wood. So, okay, never mind. Friend, go back to your old ways. Friend, I believe in you. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. Friend, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said those mean things. They were not true. You do have a use in this factory. You aren't just consuming resources and making a mess everywhere. Alright, so there are exactly two types of treated wood. There is treated wood that comes out of here, which piles up and gets turned into phenolic board or whatever. And then there's this right here, this treated wood, which only overflows in when creosote builds up. This is treated wood which must be voided, because this is our way of voiding creosote. So it comes over here, and it comes down, and then it will just go straight to the boiler. Yeah, and so this will back up. Oh wait, I did a bad thing somewhere. I don't even think any of you guys need to do this here. I don't think you guys need to be here either. I think you need to do this. And then you just don't exist anymore. And what's going on with this? Nobody knows. It's a holy mystery right here. What do I do with this raw fiber? Nobody knows. Don't ask. I used to make formica. And that is no longer an issue. Alright, so you can't vent, you're not gonna go. So creosote is now gonna start backing up in the system. Now if I didn't need anthracene oil or naphthalene oil or whatever kind of oil comes out of here, I wouldn't worry so much. I'm gonna have to rebuild all of this with just more and more tar processing, aren't I? Okay, that's a problem for the factory yet to come. I get to redo this all properly. It's actually a... look at this terrible ratio. It is a privilege to redo it properly. Carbolic oil. I feel like carbolic oil should just go freely into creosote. Like, what else do I use it for? I think the answer that everyone's looking for is nothing. Let's just go freely into creosote. That's going to run out soon. That's more anthracene oil. Wait, what? Well, okay. It does go to anthraquinone. I so wish I could do this, because this needs to be cut out. When do I get to do this? Coal processing 3. When is this? Oh, soon. Very soon. Oh, I want this so bad. But, okay, it's not here yet. And this is the naphthalene, which has many uses. And this is doing this. That makes light oil and carbolic oil. You could read that too. You don't need me to tell you this. When the carbolic oil is being flushed out of the system, it will never be used to mine stone. That's just is a case of hard mode overshooting the mark. I've gone on at length in the past. I'm not going to do it again, but it's just congratulations. You've made something useless. All right, so this is all good. It's backed up on that, but it's not backed on that. That's a nichrome void. I believe. I strongly believe. Alright, I'm not going to mess with this. Things are good. Borax is good. We're going to look at tin one more time, and then we're going to do the final wrap-up. Are you all going? Fine syngas has a lot of pressure behind it, so that's good. Iron is good. Zinc is backed up. Good. I was thinking I was going to have to redo zinc, but I'm not going to do it since it's backed up now. We're going to wait for a problem. That's right. I will wait for a problem to happen and then choose to solve it. So here we have the extent to which one belt can penetrate. And that's not fully online with our hopes and dreams, but we're doing pretty good, right? These guys are going over here. Yeah. And it's just tons and tons of energy. That's less than normal. Alright, last thing. Molten... No. Tin plate. Show me tin plate. We used to live at 160, 150, 160-ish a minute, and now, in the new glorious era, it is maybe 750 a minute. Oh, okay, 450. Yeah, numbers. Why do I have eyes if I just do not use them? So it's like 450-ish. So, good? Yeah, we accomplished our goal of tripling. And what more can one ask for except one accomplishes one's goals? I'm very interested in knowing why this isn't backing up. Is it really getting devoured so fast? Wow, it's just getting devoured into tin chromium. This shouldn't be doing it, though. This is only eating it at a rate, like, collectively 3 a second, and that's if you are generous. And 3 a second times 60 is only 180, so it shouldn't be backing. It should back up if everything goes that. Well, a lot's being picked up and put in here, the caravanserai. So this will increase. Alright, don't panic. In fact, try not to think about anything at all. Alright, I'm done. Let's do our review, our final base wrap-up. I think this should be a regular segment. I think I should have done this from the beginning. Properly framed. I really like just looking at it. Just look at it. Factorio is so neat. Alright, so, to recap. Our last major accomplishment was getting complex circuit boards online. That's this entire stack coming to this point right here at this caravanserai. This put a huge drain on resources from all across the factory and exposed several bottlenecks. We had bottleneck with iron, we had bottleneck with chromium, we had bottleneck with borax, we had bottleneck with chromium ore, we had bottleneck with tin, big bottleneck with tin. And so we have bottleneck with plastic, bottlenecks here, there, and everywhere. And we have finally worked our way through all of them, I believe. And now we are at a point where the factory is running smoothly again. So next episode, we'll be picking up on our progress towards the next level science pack, and I am going to start doing advanced small parts. Let's look ahead. Pack. Chem science pack right here. This is our goal. We are going to do advanced small parts, which we have the tech for, after which we're researching right now self-assembly and organic acid anhydride, which I want to do next after advanced small parts. And I want to do nuclear sample last. Maybe I should do nuclear sample first because I get the feeling it's going to take some time. Nuclear sample is going to take... It's going to be hard. I don't really understand that. That's going to be days of trying to figure this out. What's it take to make a research reactor? Right there. Oh, I can just make one. Just right click, right? Generates waste heat that must be removed. I wonder if it explodes. Where's uranium miner? There we go. Maybe we start this off. No, we need advanced small parts for this, so we can't do this until we hit the next level of technology. Which is fine. Maybe I'll make a montage of this when I'm done, having just framing all these. But, like, I'll put big white text. Starter, base, complete, exclamation point, happy face. Alright, I'm done now. It's been a pretty good play session. And I'm sure the next one will be even better. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, this button right here.